Purchase your I Am Melanin Magic products today.
I Am Melanin Magic. If you want long locks,
luscious hair, radiant skin, want to look and feel good,
then I Am Melanin Magic is your brand.
I Am Melanin Magic,
and so are you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Tanesia's Locks, beauty tips and potpourri. How's everybody doing today? I hope that you are feeling peaceful, productive, and prosperous. If you have not subscribed to my Butterfly Transformations channel, make sure you do that. Just type in Butterfly Transformations and Tanesia and it will come up. If you haven't purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, and you're trying to up-level your life, or you're trying to get clear, and you're trying to shift your mindset so that you can manifest the abundance that is yours, make sure you get that book. It is not a chapter book. It is a daily reading that will allow you to tap into some mindset reflections and do some things around healing and clearing out low vibrational stuff so that you can live your best life. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm so glad to have you here. Apparently we're having more and more people on the channel who are in the market for tiny locks, whether they be Sisterlocks, Microlocks, or some other type of lock. We also have my OGs, my kindred spirits from the beginning. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to the beautiful Miriam as well, and all of the rest of you who sometimes text me and give me testimonials about the I Am Melanin Magic products. I am so grateful. So many of you have said to me, God bless my hands. Thank you for making such wonderful products. And all I can say is I'm humbled as hell. I'm all jokes aside. I was going to say I'm humbled as hell. Seriously, like I'm very humble. Because to me, I've been an entrepreneur for doggone something like 20 years now, y'all. And one of the most important things for me, whether it's in my healing work and these tarot readings that I do, whether it's with the I Am Melanin Magic brand. By the way, you can go to IamMelaninMagic.com in order to get this, the Magical Hair Growth Serum, the Acne Serum, but this is the anti-aging, y'all. I'm 51 and I've been using this for 3 years, but I've been using the essential oil stuff on my face for many years before I bottled this. This stuff is good. If you want radiant skin, all I do, y'all, is put concealer under these little circles, okay? Because I ain't got no recipe for that right now. That's inherited. But seriously, it was my school. All I want to do is provide a level of service that allows me to sleep at night, that allows me to feel good before the Creator and know that I'm doing the best that I can do. Not everything works for everybody. Not everybody's going to be satisfied with everything. But I try to give the highest level of service that I can, and I want to be able to continue to do that. That's why your feedback is important. If you purchase these products, go on the website, do a testimonial if you're pleased. If you have an issue with something, reach out to me and let me know, because I'm always into the research and development and the refining process to make the products better. Y'all know I'm working on now, thanks to Miss Naima, y'all know my daughter, a body oil. But prior to that, the next thing that's coming out is that moisturizing spray that is water-based. For those of you who have locticians, we're going to talk about our beautiful locticians today. We love y'all. Shout out to all the beautiful locticians out there that are doing a good job and that care about the level of service that they provide. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there, and shout out to all the Virgos. But you may have a loctician that's dead set against oil. I'm not. My loctician oil day one, but I needed oil before Sisterlocks. I'm going to need it during the journey. I know what my hair needs, so I wouldn't care what somebody told me. I'm going to do what I need to do for my hair. But if you're not a maverick, if you're someone that needs a total line and you need to be the Sisterlock clone, what do you call it? Clone, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to be. That's beautiful, because that's what you want to be. Then maybe you need something else that's going to help your hair, but has a water base. It has more water than oil. This has no water in it whatsoever. This is nutritive for your hair. It's going to build your foundation. It's going to help with thinning. It's going to help keep your hair healthy so that if you decide you want to color and pick length for years on end, this stuff up here is always going to be glowing, because what's coming out of here has been moisturized, or it has been given ingredients that help to retain moisture, all right, whether it's got humectants in it or other mineral and antioxidant content, which help your hair do what it's supposed to do. But the moisturizing spray will help you to retain. Okay, you can use this to retain, you can use that to moisturize. Some of you have asked me about that. Y'all have asked me about a shampoo. That's kind of at the back of the line, okay? Because, you know, y'all, the more you begin to expand, the more you need preservatives, the more you need emulsifiers, and you have to add other things into the product to keep you safe. Now, there's only so far I'm willing to go with some of that because I'm very particular. But I also recognize that a lot of times that you're putting in your mouth is going to hurt you way worse than anything that you might put on your locks, okay? But in keeping with what my philosophy is, and it's trying to be as healthy as possible, I have to be very careful about what it is that I might add to something as I lengthen my line. Because y'all, I am finding out that so many of these products, so many of the skin stuff, so many of all this stuff, it might have less than 1% of jojoba in it, or what some of these healthy oils are, and the rest of it is chemical upon chemical upon chemical. Chemical to keep it clear, chemical to make it the viscosity a certain way, chemical for this, chemical for that. You would be shocked. Chemical to make it feel like this. You would be shocked at what some of these companies are putting in these products and how little of the real deal is in the product. That's why I'm telling you, what you're getting from here is you're getting the best that I can provide with the price that I'm charging for this, and still make it worth what it is that it needs to be worth in order for me to make a profit, because I want to be able to do this and dedicate the time to developing products. So it's a lot, but that's the first on the list. The next thing is going to be what we need in an oil and a water-based product for scalp issues. Okay, that's a difficult product to release in research and the development phase, because everybody can't handle everything, and it's got to be sensitive enough to meet the needs of what you need. So that's why I want y'all to chime in the comment section. Let me know. Some of you I've asked if you want to be a part of the trials for any of these things that I'm talking about. Shoot me a text, 678-438-6442. Shoot me a text. Let me know which trial you'd like to participate in. And as I roll out the second tier and third tier trials for some of these products, then I'll make sure to add you to the list. And I would like for you to give it a shot and tell me how you respond to it. But yeah, I digress, but I don't digress. Here we are today, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Every day is a beautiful day. Life is good. Life is beautiful. You are prospering, okay? And everything is always working out for you because you're on the highway to success. Life can't be any other way unless you create another reality for yourself. Remember that. But we're talking today about loctician advice. Things that we want our locticians to know that can help them serve us better, that can make us happier clients, that can make us easier to work with, and that can help strengthen the relationship that we want to have with our locticians. I also want you, if you are a loctician, to chime in the comments and let me know what we can do as your clients to be better clients, because some of you have given me feedback, and I'm going to be collecting that. And you all know I'm going to bring in Fraj on the channel soon. Definitely going to be bringing Fraj on the channel. She's one of my locticians. I will also bring Naka hopefully on the channel as well. She's my backup loctician. In love with both of them. They are beautiful, wonderful human beings. But I want to know from their point of view and from your point of view, if you're a loctician, what we can do as clients. So put it in the comment section. If there's something your loctician keeps asking you to do, and you're not a loctician, and you want to put that in because you think it'll help the commentary, make sure you do that. I'm going to try to move through this as fast as possible. Y'all know I usually hit 28 to 30 minutes. If you make it to the end, let me know you made it to the end. So first and foremost, what do we want from them? We want communication. We want full communication. We want open communication. We want you to, if you have a concern with us, to approach us in a way whereby we can be open to what it is that you have to say, which means strategic and tactful communication. Treat each of us as if we are your most favorite, your best client on the planet. And and someone that you care about, because I got to tell y'all, we love our locticians. I love both of them. Most of us love y'all. We love the work y'all do for us. I know for me, I appreciate the hours that you're on your feet. I'm willing to pay more if that is needed at some point, because I know that most of us are spending over $200 a month on a damn cable bill. Not me. Some people are spending that to $120, $150 a month on a cell phone bill. Not me. I'm willing to pay for quality, and I'm willing to pay for someone who's invested in me and invested in the health of my hair. So I think I speak for probably the majority of us in this community when I say we love our locticians. We love y'all. We want to be able to work with y'all. We want a fruitful relationship. We don't want to be hopping from one loctician to the other. We want you to feel that we appreciate you. And we also want to know what is it that we need to do to make you feel appreciated and valued, okay? So communication, feeling like you can talk to us, feeling like you can talk to us the way you would talk to a friend that you value or a family member that you value, letting us know what your concerns are, and telling us sometimes what you feel we need to know, especially if we have a hard head. That's one bit of advice that we can give y'all. That second thing on my list I already mentioned, which is really, y'all, understanding that we value you. We love you. We're putting one of the most intimate parts of our experience here on this planet in your hands. We're putting ourselves in your hands. When we put ourselves in your hands, your energy is in our hair. Your energy is interacting with our antennas. We're absorbing, and we're coming into, by way of our aura and energetic field, into union with you every few months or every several weeks. And we are, I don't know how else to say it, we're in union with you. Our energies are combining with your energies, and we take that very seriously. And we want you to know that because of that, and because of the fact that you're so close to us, and we are, by way of the style that we have, committed in some way to seeing you on a regular basis, our relationship with you is important. We care about that. We don't want you to drop us without notice. We don't want you to get upset with us and not tell us how you feel, albeit in a tactful, professional manner. We don't want you to walk away holding something that could jeopardize the relationship that we have with you. Y'all are, I can't think of anybody else that's more important other than our family. And I got a channel, so y'all are important as hell to me. But I can't think of anybody else that's more important. You're more important than the people that do our nails. You're more important than the people that do our eyebrows. You're more important than the people that do our bikini waxes, for those of you that get them. Other than baby people that keep our children, you're on par as being someone that we value. So knowing that, know that if there's something you have to share with us that you think we need to know, or something that might jeopardize that relationship, within reason, because we're human beings and we do vary and we have our own unique requirements and idiosyncrasies, but we want to know about it, okay? Third thing, we would like long-term perks for your long-term clients, okay? I heavily influence this one. And I believe I get those actually from, I already know I'm getting them, but I'm speaking for the collective. Things like, for example, if Raj gives me scheduling perks because I've been with her for over 10, 11, 12 years. Neka gave me a break on pricing when she made the increase because of the length of time that I've been with her. When we've been with you for a long time, we are not just with you because you do a good job on our hair. I don't think we're with you because we like you and we connect with you. If you hadn't thrown us out of your seat for a long time, we feel a sense of camaraderie, collegial collaboration, kinship, sisterhood with you. Part of those perks might be things that you don't even think are perks, that might be perks to us. Like I said, it might be even something as simple as, you know what, you've been with me for 10 years, my calendar is filling up, I noticed you hadn't called me, you might want to schedule, You might want to schedule. It might be something like, you know, I'm coming up on a big break I'm getting ready to take, and you happen to be one of the people who I'm not cutting because I'm filling up, or a break, I'm taking a break, or I'm getting ready to have to cut 10 clients, you know, and I may have several clients that are paying me more than you're paying me, but you're one of my OGs, you're one of my old timers, so I want to bring you into the fold. That's a perk. So we like perks when we've been with you for a while, because we also want to know that you appreciate us beyond just the money that we pay. We are connected to you. We see y'all a lot of times. It's an interesting dynamic, because we see y'all as a lifeline in terms of our hair. We see y'all as family, especially for those of y'all that have been with us for a while. And we never know. Some people may never know if y'all see us as just the money. Not everybody is like that, but some locticians are like that. But I can promise you that if we've been with you for a while, it goes beyond the locks, okay? The next thing will be territorial. We've learned on this channel that many of you can be, and sometimes rightly so, a bit territorial over what you do with our hair. In the sense that you may not want somebody else on the hair, or you may not want, you may feel a particular way about something that we may be doing with our hair. One of the things we would like to ask you is to be understanding of our unique needs as human beings, to empathize and put yourself in our shoes sometime if we decide we need to go to someone else for a particular retightening or a particular service, or if we decide we want a particular style. It's nothing against you. It's nothing against you at all. See what can be gained by trying to be a little bit more understanding. I happen to have 2 locticians who, not to say they don't care what I do with my hair, but they're not going to stand in my way. When I sit down in that chair, and this may be, y'all, because they know I take care of my hair and I don't play with my hair. So they know I'm not going to do anything to jack it up. Maybe that's why. They may have some people that they sit down with, and every time they sit down, the hair is all tangled and crazy, and the person ain't came in 5 months, and they feel territorial, and they're like, you know what, if I'm going to be keeping up your hair, then maybe there's a particular situation because of the pride that I take in my hair and the fact that I'm always involved in it. I don't know that because I never had a reason to ask them. But what I'm asking on behalf of the subscribers and for the people that are watching the video that are locticians is that give us a little room. You know, you may not want us to use oil, but we might feel like we need oil. Beyond the fact that slippage could occur and some other issues if we're not using the oil correctly, or if we're using too much of it, or if we're not braiding and banding, give us a little leeway. Some of us really feel like we need oil on our hair. Some of us really feel like what you might be telling us to put on there, whether it's not Noxema, but what was that other stuff people used to suggest that people will put on their hair? I can't think of the name of it. If you know the name of it, put it in the comments. But I can't think of the name of it. But whatever it is, if we tried the Sisterlocks shampoo, or we tried the Sisterlock mist spray, or whatever it is they have, and it's not working, be willing to kind of loosen the reins a little bit and give us a little bit more lateral mobility to figure out what might work for us without it causing us to be alienated from you, or you to be upset with us in some particular way. So again, that's part of my next one, which is being willing to consider our individual needs. Don't treat us like somebody out of the Sisterlocks book, the Sisterlocks clone manual, that we need to follow every single thing. We respect the brand. We respect Miss Cornwell. We respect the process. And there may be some things that work for everybody to recommend, but not everything that is recommended is going to work for everybody. I'm just going to say, because we're all so different. We can't use the same toothpaste. We all not going to like I Am Melanin Magic. No matter how much the people who keep buying it love it, everybody's not going to like it. We are all different. We all have different energetic fingerprints, what we like, preferences, our needs, and so forth and so on. We can't all eat the same food. Okay? Dr. Sabi's diet doesn't work for everybody. But neither does the food pyramid either. So we need a little bit of, you know, just be a little more flexible. The marrying. If you need to marry our locks, please let us know. And let us know in a way where we feel like we have some autonomy to reject it or to accept it. But by all means, inform us that you are going to marry a lock. By the same token, if you marry one or you combine two locks, not in a way that's not deliberate, you didn't mean to do it, let us know. Let us know so that either we can figure out how to untangle it, or we can ask someone to do it, or we can maybe ask you to do it. Please do not combine locks and marry locks without our knowledge, even if you think it's the best thing for our hair. Fried has been doing my hair and as I was growing my edges, and I was trying to work on one that was thin as hell, she asked me about it. I said, no, I want to work on this lock. And I worked on it and thickened it up, and it never had to be married. I got maybe 3 married locks in my head, and I married them myself. Okay? Myself. She's not married a lock ever. And y'all know the experience I had in Macon, where I had like 6 married locks, and I was hot to trot, and I had to come all the way down from Atlanta down here to the country to unmarry them. All right? Next thing. Give us a report on our locks. We want to know what's going on with our locks. When we sit in your chair, refrain from just doing a retightening, taking the money, love you, bye. Let us know the state of our hair. Every time we sit in your chair, we want to know the state of the union. We want a state of the union address. We want to know what's going on with my hair. Do my locks look healthy? Am I thinning in a particular area? Do I need to get back here and deal with some lint? Are my ends too dry? Are they breaking? Am I headed for some hair loss? Is there thinning? Let us know the state of our locks. And that implies when you see breakage or thinning areas, please let us know that it's happening, because we can't always see it like you can. We trust you because you have a 360-degree view and beyond of our head. And we know that there are a lot of things that you see that we don't see, which is going to bring me to another point, which is if you start to see hair thinning, okay, please do not be so quick to jump to recommending us to see a dermatologist or a trichologist, I forget what they call it, or blaming it on heredity. Please be willing to thine own self be true. Be willing to consider that there's something about the retightenings that can be looked at as a cause for the hair loss. I'm a big proponent of that. Y'all hear me talking about that more and more and more. It is a natural hazard and a risk that is a necessary part of our ritual style that we have to do that puts us at risk for hair loss. Period. End of discussion. So again, balance your recommendation for us to see the dermatologist with sweat self-inquiry. This woman's been with me for 5 years. She's experiencing this loss. Sweetie, has your diet changed? Are you drinking enough water? Are you taking your vitamins? Are you using anything on your hair? I told you not to use oil. It's time to start using something that's going to build the capacity of your hair. Okay, maybe let's take a look at some things we can do in the retightening ritual that might help. Y'all, we would love you for that, because ultimately, to me, that's the number one thing that we all are in jeopardy of, or are at risk of, in terms of maintaining this style, is getting some of you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18 years and having all areas of balding hair all in your scalp. And the hair and the locks thinning and thinning and thinning in a way that maybe they don't have to, even if it means we have to cut them to take some of the weight off. Okay, so help us with that. And if you see that we have problems moving on to the next, give us some alternatives. Make some suggestions of things that we need to do. Don't just tell us we have a problem. Help us, help me, help you, help us, help ourselves by giving us some suggestions or some alternatives. I always say we are more than willing and must participate actively in our own rescue. So please do not feel that you have to be quiet when you want to recommend things. Okay, next, the retie cycles. These next 3 y'all have to do with the retie, so I'm going to condense them. Look at our individual needs. Be willing to consider that we might not need a retightening every 4, 5, or 6 weeks. Balance that with your need to push clients through, with your rates, which is going to be the next thing I'm going to talk about. Don't see, and I'm not saying everybody does this, because everybody doesn't, but there are some people out there, some locticians who need those retightenings because they got to pay those bills. And this is a little bit different, y'all, than some kind of job like on an assembly line. This thing can really affect lives long term. So I ain't talking about the money. Money is not the issue for me. I'm talking about, if you know I can go 8 weeks and you're trying to have me in here every 6 weeks and it's taking a toll on my hair and I'm losing some locks. Maybe I ain't losing locks yet. Because like y'all hear me say, once you start having issues, you better get on it, doggone it, because it's going to be systemic soon. It ain't going to just be one area. It's going to be several areas. Y'all know how it is, right? So be willing to consider the individual needs. Lighten up on the pressure of the retightenings in terms of going straight down to the scalp. I don't care what I want. I'm talking about me as the collective. I don't care what we ask you for. We need to not be so obsessed about that grid if it means that those locks are going to be so tight. We need you to ease up off needing them to be so tight. We need you to ease up off the pressure and be more gentle when you're doing these retightenings. Please imagine you are the one. The pulling 586 times, y'all, or 400 times, whoever's locks they are, it can do a job on the experience. It's going to do a job on your hair long term. You're going to lose some locks. I can promise you that. I don't care if you lost them now or not, or your hair is thick as fuck. You're going to eventually lose some locks. Excuse me for my profanity. I'm just serious about this. So can y'all take it easy? And if we tell you we got a headache, or we got to take some pills, or we got some irritation, or the head is hurting 3 weeks later, it's not our fault. It's the fact that we had a retightening and you were too heavy-handed, or maybe you rushed too much. We need you to slow down, even if it means you need to charge us for an extra hour. I don't think, especially for those of you who love your locticians, and I know I love mine, if I had to pay an extra hour and it meant that it was going to be slower, I'm willing to pay whatever I got to pay, because I'm thinking long term, and I want you to think long term. I want you to treat my hair the way you would treat your own, or the way you would treat your child's hair. All right? Imagine that I'm tender-headed. Last but not least, this is a big thing on the list for those of you all who chimed in on some of the things you want your loctician to be advised of, or some loctician advice, and that is give us prior notice of price increases. Give us several months notice of price increases. If you know you're going to be somebody that's going to raise your price every year, let us know 3, 4, 5 months ahead. Give your regulars, kind of grandfather them in. Maybe they don't have the same price hike, or maybe there's a certain amount of time that they have where they still are able to get the old rate before the new rate kicks in. Communicate with us. Sometimes writing is better. It's very professional, number one. It communicates a certain level of credibility, professionalism, and need to raise the price. Plus, we like that. Y'all know we live in a society where when things are in writing, we take them more seriously. But either way, give us a little bit of notice so we can get prepared. And just be mindful of maybe options. Maybe it's not a flat increase for everybody. Maybe it's a certain increase, and we can't tell you how to run a business. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of different ways to look at a lot of different things. Some people can't pay $150 for a reading face-to-face with me on Zoom in my private session room, or WhatsApp, or some of the other platforms. So guess what? I got another website where if you want half the time, you can pay this. Or if you want a pre-recorded reading, you can pay that. So maybe it's, I don't wash if I normally charge this and includes the wash, I don't wash if you want to pay $10, $20 cheaper. Maybe you need to do the front if you want to pay a different price. Who knows? But notice we would love. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We want the best for you. I love my locticians. Shout out to Nika and Efry. Shout out to all of y'all that are out there. That DD in the house. Shay Hinton in the house. Shout out to all of y'all locticians that are part of this community, that love your clients, that do your best for us, that want the best for us. Now we want y'all to tell us what y'all need from us. You're with Tanisha Ali of Tanisha's Locks, Beauty Tips, and a Potpourri. Join me over there on Butterfly Transformations, which is my spiritual channel where we get it in and we talk about life and vibration and everything else that has to do with you creating your reality, you co-creating your reality, and living a wonderful life and getting a larger slice of life. I love y'all. 30 minutes. Welcome to Tanisha's Locks, Beauty Tips, and Potpourri, the channel where we get it all in. You can also learn more about the I Am Melanin Magic brand. Thank you for stopping by. Hey ladies, do you love the way your skin looks and feels? I know I do, because I am using the I Am Melanin Magic Anti-Aging Serum. And at 50, I love the way my skin looks and feels. This blend is bomb. It renews, revitalizes, rejuvenates, soothes, conditions, moisturizes, tones, brightens, and fades all in one step. So if you're ready to get your glow on, go get you some I Am Melanin Magic Anti-Aging Serum.
If you are not using I Am Melanin Magic hair oil, then what are you using?
Hey guys, so I started using this oil called I Am Melanin Magic since February of this year, and check out the new growth. Like, it's insane. Not only did it help with my new growth, but it smells amazing too.
See the dramatic improvements Tanisha has made after not having hair around her edges for 3 years. Tanya's hair had been like this for almost 20 years, and while getting injections, her doctor said it was scarred and would never grow back. After 4 weeks of using I Am Melanin Magic, this is what she looked like. I Am Melanin Magic did this to Danette's hair after a short time.
Hi, I'm the creator of the I Am Melanin Magic hair and skincare brand. My vision has always been to develop a line of products that meets the unique needs of melanated people. The I Am Melanin Magic hair oil is our premier product. It is the leading high-end supplement for your mane.
It reduces breakage, promotes growth, and can be used on all hair types and looks, from straightened hair and microlocks to wigs and protective styles. It's antifungal, antibacterial, and anti-funk, so you know you're protected.
It softens and conditions your hair, and it's anti-frizz too.
This really is all you need. It's rich with antioxidants, loaded with growth-promoting ingredients. Look at the growth of my hair. The proof is in the product. Need I say more? Don't delay. Purchase yours today.
I Am Melanin Magic, and so are you.